Sup YouTube, it's Decklist TCG here, and welcome back to our TCG battles video on my channel. First of all, I want to wish everyone a very happy 2025. We're in a new year with new chances, new opportunities, so hopefully you guys had a great New Year's Eve. We're going to be checking out the first place winning list of the Osaka Champions League today, and it's going to be Archaludon EX. I know, it's very crazy to see that this deck performed this well at a 5,000 player event over in Japan. And today we're going to be checking out how good it actually is. But first of all, be sure, of course, to hit that subscribe button. You're going to get more daily Pokemon TCG videos like this one. And if you like the video at any given point, feel free to leave a like. It helps out the channel tremendously. So, what can we say? Archaludon pretty much powers itself up with the Assemble Alloy ability, allowing you to get 2 Metal Energies to your Metal-type Pokemon in any way you like. So, the only thing we need to do is just evolve into Archaludon EX, and we make it happen. We also slap 220 with the Metal Defender and get rid of our weakness, which could be great against, decks like, for example, a Gouging Fire, or maybe you're up against a Radiant Zard that could attack. It also is very helpful with that. You have Relicanth, which allows you to use the attack of the previous evolution, which means you can use Raging Hammer, and that can mean that Archaludon actually can hit for more damage than you might imagine, which is very great. And we're also playing a 2-2 line of Dialga VSTAR with the Star Chronos, allowing us to take another turn. Sometimes you can power this up quite crazy. Attachment of turn, evolve 2 Archaludons, and you can win games out of nowhere. Definitely because you can get Dialga into play with the help of Torton, so the opponent never knows when something like this will strike. Another good thing about Archaludon EX is that its ability allows you to just accelerate the energies, which means the synergy with Professor Turo is very great to start healing. And with the copy of Talpad in here, you can have a lot of healing capabilities. And there's also a Scoop Up Cyclone on top of that, so you can even use that Ace Pack card if needed. Jamming Tower is the stadium of choice, shutting down all the tool cards, which is very great in this format. Fezandipiti for draw power, as well as Radiant Greninja. So we're gonna see how this deck actually operates today in this video, so hopefully you guys are excited. And also go check out the sponsors that make the videos possible. They are, of course, in the links down below. You can get 5% off of Dragon Shield product, 10% off of TC Evolutions, damage counters, ability tokens, all that stuff. 5% off of Potown Store TCG live code cards, and cardmarket.com. If you're a European player, you definitely should check out cardmarket.com. You can buy and sell cards to people all across Europe, and you can use the referral name Decklist TCG to help support the channel. With that being said, let's test out the Archaludon, and also a big shout out to Yota Wakai, which was the person actually getting first place out of 5,000 players in Japan. That's right, in Japan they are having these huge tournaments which are having double the size of Western tournaments, which is crazy. 5,000 players, can you imagine? Okay, we're going first. We're an evolution based deck, so it's pretty obvious that you want to be going first so you can evolve into Archaludon easily enough. So looks like we are starting off with a lot of Balsasaurus in hand, so they want us to gust. Hopefully that's going to be something we can do. We do start with Radiant Greninja, which is always an interesting fact. That means that you can draw cards, but you also need to get it out of the active position. You do have Scoop Up Cyclone, but that does not always do the trick, and you cannot find it easily enough. So we're going to have to hope we draw ourselves something good with Radiant Greninja. Definitely the Ultra Ball will be necessary to... Okay, looks like we're going to be up against a fire deck. So let's see how this actually goes. We're going to be going for an Earthen Vessel, get rid of energies. You want them in the discard pile so you can actually use... looks like Dialga is actually in the deck. That's also going to be something interesting. Yeah, we are going to have to go with the Turo scenario healing capabilities to just get ourselves going. We're going to be going for concealed cards. Oh, Scoop Up Cyclone. That's actually not bad, but I don't want to lose our boss's orders here. So I most likely will go for an Iono. I will Ultra Ball, get rid of this, get rid of this, there we go. Get our good friend Duraludon up and ready to go. Sounds great. We can have the Relicanth will be super important in this matchup. So I'm actually going to be going for an attachment here. I could still Scoop Up Cyclone later. Yeah, I'm just attaching here and that's fine. Okay. What can we do is we can Scoop Up Cyclone and an Iono. That is an option. Then we can also get another Duraludon into play, most likely. And the only thing we need to do is evolve, and then we can start swinging. The cool thing is that we're going to try and get rid of our weakness with the attack. And even if you're up against a fire type deck, that's going to be really useful indeed. At one point, they will attack us. but they will not be able to hit for 300 damage, not at least in the first couple of turns. Unless they can have like a bazillion amount of energies in their discard pile. I'd be surprised if something like that happens. 3 energies in the discard pile. They also come back with water type energies, means that they also might be playing Palkia. Could have saved this energy as well, so we could draw more with concealed cards, and then maybe we could have focused on Boss's orders instead. But I don't know if they're gonna get the Palkia in play here. Palkia is also only capped at 260, so we don't have to worry about that in the slightest. Okay, Squawkabilly, fantastic news. That's a 2-prize liability that we can just chase with Bulbasaurus. I didn't want to remove another Bulbasaurus. We do have Palpad to get them back, so that's actually pretty interesting. I'm gonna go for like scoop up Cyclone, get the Radiant Greninja in hand, go for an Iono, and then focus on either using the attack of a Raging Hammer with Relicanth, or trying to heal with Professor Turo scenario. So that's both the options you will see in this video. The cool thing is they're playing Squawkabilly. Most likely will also be playing Fezandipiti, so that could be easy prizes that we can get off the board. But you should know, we are weak to fire, so Ensei, we should have a bad matchup, but I don't believe that's actually true, as we can get rid of the weakness, and that's what makes Archaludon EX quite unique, is that you don't have to worry about your weakness all that much. How many energies in their discard pile? That's 7. That is a lot. It's going all the way into 8. There's 160, 190. They're currently at 190, but they're gonna squawk and do all sorts of stuff. They have not used Professor's Research either, so... Here's the Research. Getting rid of more energies. They're currently at 10, so that's actually kind of crazy. 10 energies in their discard pile. As soon as... Oh, there's a lot of 2-prizers in here as well, so... It's going to be tricky. That's for sure. And if they can start one-shotting, we're going to be in trouble. Even more energies. There's 11 energies in their discard pile already. Like, how crazy is that? We have a Nest Ball. That could mean we can get out another Duraludon. Let's go. We will go for... I think we will just find an energy, right? There's 2 of them. We might find a nice treasure. I'm gonna save Scoop Up Cyclone for later. Sounds great to me. Iono. Yeah, here we go. Energies. Plenty of energy. So more Duraludons. We can... Yeah, most likely Earthen Vessel here. Let's go. Gonna go for the concealed cards. Okay, a Bulbasaurus here is great, and double Archaludon as well. We can technically attack with Dialga VSTAR at one point. That could be pretty interesting. But for now, I'll just retreat and attack with an Archaludon. Let's see if they actually will be able to knock our big fella out. I'd be very surprised if they were able to do that. 220 damage, let's go. But their energy count in the discard pile is kinda nuts, I'm not gonna lie. Research here, very good. 11 energies in the discard pile. That is a whop. They have used 4 Earthen Vessels already, by the way. 11 energies, that's probably gonna be 220, 250. They will need to get more in the discard pile. Probably could be using something like an Ultra Ball here. There could be some energies priced. There's Palkia VSTAR, so at least they will be able to attack with that. That is a 2-price Fezandipiti. Okay. We also come back with Counter Catcher. In the situations where we fall behind, we could draw into... Yeah, we definitely need to slap down Dialga here. If we could use Dialga at one point, that would be amazing. That allows us to go for 4 prize turns with the V-Star attack. Concealed cards. That's more energies in discard pile. Look at that. Fezandipiti is there as well. 12 energies in that discard pile. They research, they're going to be at a low amount of resources. That's going to be... Yeah. Currently, 270 damage output with Abyssal Flames. Energy there. Our weakness is gone, by the way. What is in the discard pile? One research. That's all. That's all there is. How is that even possible? An Iono, okay. Let's just hope we survive this one turn. We need this one turn. There's Turo, Fezandipiti. The only thing we need to slap down is actually a Relicanth in order to one-shot Ceruledge. Yeah. If they cannot one-shot at least. 12 energies, 240, 270. They need to get 2 more energies in the discard pile. And they did use all their earthen vessels already. So they had an incredible first couple of turns. I'm not gonna lie, their board state is also really powerful. A lot of like high HP Pokemon. And we're just hiding behind Archaludon. We could Turo it up. But more importantly, we need to snap down Relicanth to just get the one shot, right? Jamming Tower, not doing anything at all. 4 cards in hand. Yeah, I think it's gonna be an Abyssal Flame for 270. Our weakness has been removed because of Metal Defender. They're actually just passing the turn. They know what we plan to do. Okay, so because they know what we plan to do, we're gonna have to go for concealed cards. Sure. Yeah, we really need to slap down Dialga here. Yeah, there is the Dialga here. We do have Torton as well, so I'm gonna slap down this one. I'm gonna slap down this one. And we're gonna try and get a lot of prizes with Dialga VSTAR. Our hand is actually pretty good to do that. So it's gonna have B220. They actually smartly did not attack our Archaludon. If they did that, we just could have Ultra Balled for Relicanth and they would have been knocked out. But now, they just waited until they have the right numbers. 290 damage output currently with Abyssal Flames. An attachment there. $290. Can you go further? There's a research. Okay, that's Luminion gone. A bunch of stretchers gone. Brilliant Blender will get them there though. Energy there. So they only have 4 cards left in deck. Kind of crazy. Abyssal Flames for 310. That is very, very crazy. But we are ready. We have Dialga here. Hopefully it will be enough. We definitely need to go for Dialga. Otherwise we will not make it. There's a research as well. So we could go Fezandipiti. We can go Ultra Ball. Get rid of these 2. Get an not an Archaludon. We're gonna get a Dialga VSTAR. That's really what we need to focus on, is using that. Yeah, we have a lot of energies as well, lots of stretchers as well. So I think I'll take the Archaludon. Yeah, I think the Dialga VSTAR here. Do I get the Dialga VSTAR here? We are gonna use the Night Stretcher here, so maybe. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this. But let's go for Night Stretcher. Get Archaludon. That is the first. So Archaludon, evolution time. Metal Defender by our side. 1, 2, at least we can knock it out. So at least there's that. Dialga VSTAR here. We're gonna research. Okay, we have Archaludon number 2. Up and ready to go. 1, 2. Alright. We could draw more with Fezandipiti. There is Palpat, which could get back some Balsa's orders. We're definitely going to be Earthen Vesseling a research. 2 more energies here. We have 1 more Archaludon waiting in the back. We have double Balsa's orders, but we really, really, really need Boss's orders for next turn, right? So to make that a little bit more interesting, we're gonna be using a PAL patch. We're gonna Ultra Ball this and this. Here we go. Getting ourselves another Archaludon. We're gonna PAL patch in, I guess, Research. I just Boss's orders. That's the only thing I need. Could also use Turo, I suppose. That could allow us to pick one of these Archaludons up next turn. Let's just get these in. Use a concealed cards. And we have the Pokegear, so that's crazy. So we're gonna use this attachment of the turn. And now we're using the Star Chronos out of nowhere. Let's go. We knock out the Ceruledge, and we take 2 prizes, and it's our turn again. Lots of Nazballs. And the cool thing is we're going to be able to use Fezandipiti again, which is crazy. Okay, Fezandipiti, once again, drawing cards. We still don't have Boss's Orders, that's kind of crazy. Okay, here's triple Boss's Orders in here. Okay, we're going to go for Boss's Orders. This guy is able to slap 240, by the way. We could evolve and get rid of all their attackers, but we're just gonna go for a simple Boss's Orders on their Fezandipiti. While we can also evolve into this Archaludon. Are there enough energies in this Pal? Yeah, there are. Let's go. Evolve into this Archaludon. Get 2 energies already. 1, 2. Also attach of the turn, although we could use this to find Boss's Orders. There's a lot of Night Stretchers as well. I don't know if they're actually going to be playing an Iono. They already have an Iono in their discard pile. We need another Boss's Orders. So maybe it's not bad using concealed cards, but we will have Fezandipiti and concealed cards, so I think we will be able to make it. Definitely if we just Ultra Ball, get rid of these, getting ourselves Dialga VSTAR that we don't need. We could draw already, but I'm going to wait. Seems reasonable, just attaching here. We have Night Stretchers to get energies back. So let's go. Metal Blast. The only thing we need is Boss, and we win. Even though their start was like insane, because we have Dialga VSTAR, we actually cheated in an additional turn. And the only thing we need to do is use Boss's Orders and attack with Metal Defender. And with 8 cards in the deck, we actually are going to be able to see 6 of them. If we only lose if the last 2 cards are Boss's Orders. So we draw the turn, we concealed cards, that's 3. And we flip the script, that's 6. So there is only a loss condition, and we still have Nazball. So technically we just get Boss's Orders. Unless they Iono us to a low hand size. Or if they like get rid of Squawkabilly to a means of a Turo. And even then, we can also go after Greninja, because we only need to take 1 more prize. You have 3 cards in deck. What can they do in this scenario? Dialga VSTAR. It's been a while since we've used Dialga VSTAR. We've made decks with this in the past, with Magnezone, with Metang. And it's nice to see at the end of its lifespan that it finally sees play. And a first place list like this one. Okay, they just knock us out. That means it is 100% game. Unless we top deck Relicanth. Then it's not game, but yeah. Archaludon, look at that. A metal type deck winning against a fire deck. That should not be the case, right? Okay, we have Scoop Up Cyclone. We can even reuse Greninja. So that's crazy. We definitely have it. We have 100% rate of finding Boss's Orders. So we start with Flip the Script. Let's go. Their boss is already here. There's even Pokegear that was in there. Okay, boss taking down the Squawk with us. And Metal Defender once again. And we win. So they weren't able to go to 310 HP damage output on their second turn, which makes sense. Like, that's way too hard for them to pull up. And they had the perfect setup. Let's be honest. They had 4 Earthen Vessels in the first turn. They were able to get like 270 damage at their damage output by turn 2. So kind of impressive. And it looks like Ceruledge is getting better with the Pidgeot in the list, so I'm very curious to see what the play percentage will be of a Ceruledge moving forward. I think the first couple of tournaments, I think it will be in January with Prismatic Evolutions being legal. So Pidgeot will have a huge impact. It's going to be great in Dragapult, it's going to be great in Ceruledge, going to be great in a whole amount of decks, maybe even in Gardevoir lists. Okay. Here we go, another game. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the gameplay of the first place winning list of the Champions League in Osaka. Yota Wakai making it happen here with this unique Archaludon list. It's very streamlined, very consistent in my opinion. Definitely with a lot of 4-offs in the deck. And I always go first with the Archaludon because it is an evolution based deck. And starting to hit for 220 efficiently with a 300 HP Pokemon by turn 2 feels pretty good. I'm glad that was a mulligan. I had a lot of Turo in hand. Okay, starting off with Relicanth, the double mulligan here. The opponent most likely knows what we're playing, and it looks like we're up against Gholdengo. Gholdengo is a Pokemon that actually has 260 HP. The Relicanth is gonna be not that useful, but luckily we're able to go first, and they have Fezandipiti on the field. So I'll be going for, probably gonna go for the research regardless. So I'm gonna Earthen Vessel, get 2 energies. Let's go. Next up, I will Ultra Ball. Get rid of these. Yeah, seems right. Gonna get 1 Archaludon, actually 1 Duraludon out. Dialga VSTAR could also be used in this deck, to be honest. Actually, it's very easy to then take multiple prizes. It's nice that they started with Fezandipiti. That gives us a little bit of time. I'm gonna be attaching an energy here. Yeah. And that means we can next turn attach, retreat, evolve, KO. Unless they retreat, they most likely will need to retreat. Maybe I should have saved my Pokegear so I could have gone for a Balsasaurus. But with that play, I could have not set up another Duraludon. So either way, they will have to discard 6 energies while having an energy attached as well to do something. If I would have saved my Pokegear, there wasn't a way we might actually got Balsasaurus on Fezandipiti. It's true. Maybe I should have saved that, but I wanted to just focus on setup. And if we get knocked out, I think focusing on getting an army of Duraludons out and then going for a Dialga VSTAR attack, just like we did against Ceruledge, seems like a very solid plan. It's a solid game plan. Looks like the opponent is starting with Fezandipiti, and it seems like they don't have any Nazbul or Buddy Poffins in hand, so that's the game. What? Okay, yeah, sure, I'll take it. Let's just retreat. We will put the Duraludon active, evolve, instantly absorb with the Assemble Alloy, and take 2 energy. So yeah, I 100% needed to save that Pokegear for a situation like this, in case we just top deck something like, I would say, Duraludon. But yeah, we just get the KO regardless, it's fine. It's very nice attacking turn 2 with Metal Defender. It seems like 220 is the magical number against a lot of archetypes. You might wonder if it's enough. You could try and play something like a Vitality Band, or maybe a Defiance Band if you want to just push the numbers of Archaludon. Okay, that's another dub. Gholdengo, it was actually one of those decks that matchups that are really scary, as they are able to one-shot with their... Yeah, Gholdengo's can one-shot, that's the scary part. So you want decks that are not able to hit the 300 mark, and that means you can simply go for Turos, scoop up Cyclone, Pal Pad the Turos, and yeah, you can loop them, which is great. Okay, the third opponent of this showcasing of Archaludon. We are in the 20. We haven't lost in 2025 yet, so let's go. 2025, a new year full of chances, opportunities, and we'll see if this deck will be a mainstay in the format. So we can go first. It's probably gonna be a very aggro-based deck. Is that good news or bad news? We get a mulligan. And we get a reasonable start. The Relicanth is a nice Pokemon to start off with, as if it's an aggro deck, they have to go through this. Although, on the other hand, if they start off with... if it's something like Miraidon, I wouldn't have... Okay, it's Snorlax Block. We do have Turo and Palpad, so it's still fine. If we go for the Ninja, it's bad. And then they're gonna start milling and all that. But I guess with Turos and all that... Nazball. Duraludon. We have time, right? But do we have that much time? They're gonna go for Misfortune Sisters, right? How many Turos do we have? 2 Turos, 1 Palpad, 2 Pokegears. But we don't have draw power, currently. Current Vessel. There's also a Balsasaurus which can go after... Yeah, the Balsasaurus could really save me here. It could really save me. I don't know if they have Erika's Ambition on turn 1, but I'm gonna take this one and then see what they come up with, right? Like, even then, attach retreat is not enough to get ourselves over the line, so it's not bad slapping this down. We just need to have some more advantage. Night Stretcher could draw again, could already accelerate an energy, but we have time. We have time. Maybe it's not bad going for a Dialga in play. Yeah, I know we're stuck with Relicanth and Greninja. Yeah, this Balsasaurus is pretty good though. They're gonna... Accompanying Flute. Fezandipiti on board as well. My entire plan is screwed. There's Accompanying Flute. Yeah, Dialga is gonna slap that. No, they're not gonna slap that down. Okay, Dialga is a great way we can take multiple prizes. So maybe we just slap down a Dialga. Our Dialga and a Duraludon. Eerie? No, not Eerie turn 1, man. Sure. Okay. Snorlax block. We have the Turos in our hand, and the boss could also work to take 2 prizes, but yowza, not good. An Iono. This is great. Here comes Archaludon. 1, 2 energies going onto ourselves, and we're gonna go for that Iono. We also have Scoop of Cyclone, by the way. We can technically get all of these 3 out of harm's way. Okay, these are great. Gonna slap down the Duraludon. Gonna slap down Dialga. There's also Torton, which we cannot use here. But we can still... Torton is also a way we can get the Relicanth out of harm's way. Dialga here. There's a Night Stretcher. You can get an energy, which can get concealed cards going. Okay, we have Balsasaurus here. Earthen Vessel. We still have more Archaludons where those came from, so I think I will discard this. 2 of these. And we're gonna attach an energy here. We can attach retreat and start swing for damage already. The Palpad here. Kind of annoying to see at this point. They will need another Eerie to just get rid of the Palpad. Palpad in hand is scary. Okay, there's a Temple, literally doing nothing. All the Pokemon that they want to trap are basic Pokemon, which means Torton can do some stuff as well. Eerie again! No way! Double Eerie. Yeah, but now they're gonna get knocked out because we have a 1 retreat cost and we have Boss's Orders. Let's go. We even have double Boss's Orders. It's gonna have to be Boss's Orders the Rotom. We attach, we retreat, and off we are ready to go. Away with you, Metal Defender. And now we will see what happens. Another boss's orders. So tons of boss's orders. They did Eerie away our Pal Pad. We still have 2 Turo, so that's 2 options, and a Scoop Up Cyclone. Depends on if they... Yeah, they probably have Counter Catch here right now. Maybe they slap down another Rotom. That would be good. Okay, now that... Our Ogerpon is quite annoying. We still have Dialga here, which can pack a punch here with the Temporal Rupture. So if they go for that, there's also a way we can just boss up and then retreat, so this is fine. The combination of attacking with Hammer in the Duraludon and attacking with that Dialga is actually pretty good. They're doing nothing. We have an energy here. Attach retreat. Yeah, it's not gonna do too much. Attach balls retreat into what? 3 energies into the discard pile. It's gonna be concealed cards. Okay, lots of energies in the discard pile. That's cool. Attachment here. We will Earthen Vessel to get energies. This is the last energies, by the way. We have to be careful with that. We have one more stretcher and that's it. It's gonna have to be the attack Temporal Rupture that we're gonna have to use here. We can also Torton ourselves into a Duraludon and then start swing. Nah. Just the end of the turn. I'm gonna be attaching to Fezandipiti. I'm gonna boss the fella over there. Misfortune Sisters, it's not good. We're gonna be running out of energy soon. Oh, Pokegears. 2 stretchers gone. That's not great news. The Turo here. Okay. The Turo here is actually not bad. What to do? If we Turo this one, we can power ourselves up. We can also Turo and attack the Snorlax. Saving these or not. This actually accelerates 2 metal energy, so yeah, we are not playing Cologne, unfortunately. A Cologne here would be nice. We have Dialga VSTAR. Dialga VSTAR also does not come back with an ability, so we can go straight through this cornerstone if we want to. Let's see what they come back with. We can retreat. Nazball. Mimikyu. Okay. That's also quite annoying. We can deal with an Ogerpon. Interesting. Let's check out with Nazball what we could do. Do we get this one or another Dialga? Yeah, that's gonna be pretty tricky. Scoop Up Cyclone also still in there. One Archaludon here. It's only one. The cool thing is, maybe we should focus on powering up this one so we can slap 80 damage. Yeah, interesting. Retreat. We're gonna power ourselves up. Let's go. And then we can evolve this one to attack for 80, and that should be good. So the only thing we are missing out on currently is Archaludon. There's a Balsasaurus, most likely will be trapped. Archaludon EX will be trapped. Do we still have Scoop Up Cyclone? Do we have enough energies to get the Archaludon out of harm's way? Yeah, there's gonna be Balsasaurus on this one. We can still Torton into another Archaludon. If we're not able to do anything this time. Okay, Scoop Up Cyclone is insane. This is the card we dreamed about. Let's go. Taking this one. Going with this one. We evolve. Yeah, I think we should have waited with Scoop Up Cyclone, but I was afraid I was gonna get trapped. Okay, here comes Dialga VSTAR. Let's see here. We're slapping 40 damage, 80, 120. That's still not enough to deal with this guy. 3 energies here. Yeah, it's not good. One here, one here. We'll have to slap down this. And we can still Torton into another. Yeah, we could Torton. The Relicanth is not going to be mattering too much here. But we can still Torton another Duraludon into play. Yeah. Look at that. Duraludon army. Star Chronos, we knock him out. We go again. They're gonna be putting an energy onto, yeah, onto this guy. Sure. We take 2. Let's go. And there is an energy and Archaludon, so that's game. We can go again. We energy here. We manually retreat this ginormous Dialga out of harm's way. And now, with the Raging Hammer, we finish the game. Let's go. So yeah, Snorlax block seemed scary at first, but you just have to go all in. You have Turo, you can use the Dialga at one point, you can balls up the Rotom. It's not too bad of a matchup. The only thing is that if they Eerie and they get the specific puzzle pieces, then they actually can win the game. But yeah, with Ogerpon and Mimikyu, we have answers. It's not a bad matchup per se. So Archaludon, doing great. We won 3 times in 2025 already. Time to win some more. This is going to be the last battle for today's upload. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the run through of how to play Archaludon. And check it out for yourself. It's a very strong deck. Okay. Which deck will be up against Archaludon up next? Okay, this time around we're going second, most likely. Now I'm really loving the double Turo. As you saw, that makes your Snorlax block matchup free. So opponent will be going first now. We can instantly use supporters on the first turn. This would have been a great hand to start off with Research, but maybe it's better for us to just at least get some basic Pokemon going. Double Mulligan. Yeah, this is even better. An army of Duraludon. Double Mulligan for the opponent. We can Iono those away, so it's not an issue. And they start with Fezandipiti, the perfect Pokemon you want to be seeing because it has less than 220 HP. It's Charizard. You might think, oh, Charizard, that's a bad matchup. But and say it doesn't look that bad as we have the Relicanth as at our disposal. Rotom, another 2-prize liability. They do come back with the Duskull, making things a little bit more interesting. Because they can technically candy Dusknoir and start swing. Scoop up Cyclone. I'm gonna slap down Duraludon. I'm gonna go Nuzball. My gut tells me that I need to actually slap down Relicanth, but it's gonna have to wait. I can also slap down Dialga V. Dialga V and attacking twice seems like a great option. But most importantly, we will need setup. So I'm gonna go for Radiant Greninja. And I can actually use it twice, which is very funky. There's a Dialga. We could scoop up Cyclone and use Greninja again. I know, it seems crazy, but we can do that if we want to. Scoop up Cyclone also allows us to heal. So I don't know how to feel about this. But we want to have as many energies in the discard pile as possible, right? We can scoop up Duraludon to just promote Greninja instead. Interesting. Night Stretcher is also useful. If I research, I have more options, but I want Iono as well. I'm just gonna safely Iono. Not too bad playing a safe Iono here. Okay, more Pokemon is great. Nuzball, Duraludon. We need to leave one space for Relicanth. So there's that. Earthen Vessel, get rid of this. You could also get Fezandipiti on board, by the way. Okay, so let's see. If we come swinging with a Duraludon, it seems great, but I'm going to just one energy on the Dialga, and off we go. We ended the turn, and let's see how this actually goes. Evolve into 2 Archaludons, take down the Charizard, and then later focus on Rotom and Fezandipiti. We did Iono them to a low hand size. They do come back with the Arven now. They have 4 Sealstone. Yeah, Dialga currently is our only 2-prize Pokemon, so there is an option where they can Dusclops, Counter Catcher Dialga and just knock it out, but for them to do that, they will need a lot of stuff. Then we can do, we can still go for Nuzball, find Fezandipiti and focus on the Pokemon there. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for them to then focus on a 300 HP Archaludon. Nuzball. Okay, they're focusing on building up another Charmander. Yeah, it seems like the Duraludon deck, or actually the Archaludon deck, has many great things going for it. People have been underestimating this archetype for way too long now. And now it's finally up in the air, where you're able to showcase the true power of a very streamlined deck. Okay, there's Candy. It's gonna be Pidgeot. Candy, Pidgeot, EX. They come back with the Quick Search. They can get any card that they want instantly. Candy Charizard. So they already have that. Candy Pidgeot, Candy Zard. After being Iono'd, just saying. Our first Duraludon most likely will see the discard pile. We are gonna evolve, hopefully, 2 of these. We're gonna have to get out Fezandipiti as well. Energy's everywhere. They're gonna retreat. They're gonna swing. Yeah, nothing we can do about that. I wonder which Pokemon I should promote here. If I promote this one, we need so many evolution Pokemon. It's way too much. Maybe we just swing with the Duraludon here. Maybe, but yeah. Maybe we just give a punch first. Okay, more energies. We could bring the Fezandipiti to the table, but I'm gonna wait with that, to be honest. I'm just gonna get out another Duraludon. I'm gonna go for concealed cards. I don't know what their problem is. Here we go. We have the Dialga VSTAR, which is great. We have access to the Duraludon, Archaludon. Assemble Alloy. I'm getting 2 of these. An energy of the turn here. I could wait with Relicanth as well. Let's see what happens. Pokegear. There is a Bulbasaur display. If we take 2 prizes, is that gonna be enough? I'm gonna try it out. Don't try this at home, folks. Have to be boss's orders on this guy. I'm gonna wait with Relicanth. Just gonna leave that as a surprise. 220. Maybe they don't know we're playing Relicanth. If they know that we're playing Relicanth, they're probably not gonna be doing specific plays. Let's go. Okay, Fezandipiti was prized regardless. So we have an Archaludon, we have Fezandipiti, we have Relicanth. This is a very great hand to be sitting on. If they attack Archaludon, we can one-shot Charizard. If they one-shot our Archaludon through the means of Dusknoir shenanigans or with Defiance Band or whatever, it's good. We're ahead in the price trade. They can go after Dialga VSTAR if they want to, but having Dialga VSTAR in the discard pile feels good as we can Night Stretcher that. We have 4 copies of that, and there's also a world where we can Torturn ourselves. Okay, unfair stamp. That seems unfair to me. Our hand wasn't that great to begin with. We did have Fezandipiti, but it's fine. With 2 Duraludon still sitting on the bench, it's fine. Okay, here comes the unfair stamp. They have the Defiance Band as well. We take only 2 cards. Probably gonna be research. No, it's gonna be an energy. They could pop the Dusknoir and knock out Greninja, and then we're in a very bad situation. That means that they can actually slap 300 damage output. But we do get a prize with that, so give and take. And they're also gonna be ahead in the price trade with that. Now we're gonna be equal in price trade that way. If they bob Dusknoir, we'll go to 3. They knock out 2 Prizer, they go to 3 as well. So Defiance Band will be deactivated. We also weren't able to find Jamming Tower. Could have been great to protect ourselves from a play like this. Dusclops, okay, that's great. It's not going to be doing us more Duskulls, okay. Curse Blast, they're going to go for it. They have to go for it, otherwise the Defiance Band is not enough to KO us. Okay, what do we get? It is an energy. Not too bad, I suppose. Yeah, not great. Not great at all. We have Palpat. You can get back the Iono, but the Iono is not going to be the best draw supporter we're going to be getting here. 300. That's 270. 300 damage output. Now we're in trouble. They slap 270 at this moment, but we're equal in price trade, so Dialga should technically survive. There is an Iono, but I really want to research instead. Okay, a Turo and an Ultra Ball. Turo and an Ultra Ball. Ultra Ball here. How many energies into this discard pile? Enough, right? 6. Okay. Let's get these. We can already get Archaludon, or we can get Fezandipiti. But Fezandipiti is also a 2 price liability. We can still get Fezandipiti later. More Ultra Balls, right? More Night Stretchers as well. If we draw into Night Stretcher, we also get the combo going. Yeah, I think I will go for this play instead. Here comes Archaludon. Assemble Alloy. 2 energies. There's 1. There's 2. Okay, so now it becomes pretty tricky, right? Because currently we're slapping 160. Never gonna be enough, but we want to go for Star Chronos, right? If we find another Archaludon, we're good to go. So we need an Archaludon to make it happen. Yeah, pretty much. We're gonna be attaching an energy to this guy. Yeah. Come on. We need Night Stretcher, Archaludon, Scoop of Cyclone, any of... Oh, both? Everything. Everything is here. Perfect. Archaludon again. And we're gonna go for the Star Chronos, making Charizard pay. Okay, all that aside, let's go for Star Chronos. We slap, it is back to our turn. We can also not use Duskulls after that time. We draw again. We're gonna have to attach here. There's also a Night Stretcher. Could get back a Duraludon, which could be useful as they can now compact with Radzard. So we're gonna have to go for Night Stretcher, getting ourselves Duraludon. Let's go. Here we go. Just in case, slap in an energy here. And go for an Iono again so we can build our hand once again. The opponent is really frustrated that the deck is too great. We have Archaludon in hand, so that's perfect. Here we go for the Metal Blast. So either way, we are looking for a Boss's Orders play on Rotom or on... yeah, or on Duskull. Our hand is pretty good. Most likely we'll get Iono to 1. So I didn't find Fezandipiti. So that's pretty interesting. They have only 3 cards in hand. Yeah, 3 energies in the discard pile already. So 2 candies played as well. There's no way they can win this turn even if they knock out our Dialga. The only thing we need is an energy. An energy that can deal with Radzard. If they can get Candy Charizard again, I'd be surprised. They could. 4 cards in hand. They could have an Arven. They could have Quick Search. They can get any card they want. They've already used in Fair Stamp, so hand advantage wise, that's alright. They could also slap down Fezandipiti to get there. There's a nice stretcher. Fez is coming to town. Or Charizard is coming to town, to be honest. They go for Fez over the Zard. Means they already have Charizard in hand. Yeah, we will need to gust around a Zard. The thing we will need is a Boss's Orders. Yeah, this is quite interesting. We have Turo. Are they gonna Iono us? Weren't they better off? Or maybe they're searching for Super Rod here as they don't have enough energies left. Maybe they're going for Radzard energy, but that's gonna lose them the game. If they only Iono, they only get 3 cards. I get 1. But 1 could be enough. We have Nuzball here, so how many Nuzballs have we already played? 3. Oh, that's very bad. If we get Iono to 1, we will have to hope it's an energy so we can conceal guard, so we can get an Ultra Ball, so we can get a Fezandipiti. But there's still a lot of a research in deck, right? How many research in deck? 4. Please, Iono is... wow, even Iono into research seems bad. Okay, Radzard is not the plan. We're going for Charizard EX. A little bit better of a game plan. Candyzard. They need to do an Iono on top of all that. Yeah, we're in a very bad spot. Definitely because they got Candy Pidgeot, Candyzard, all that stuff early on. Here comes the Iono to 1. Yeah. Come on, Fez. Fez. We need the Fez or... Nice Stretcher. That's an energy. At least we can... If we top deck Boss is great as well. Top deck Pokegear, top deck Boss. Any of those could do the trick. Burning Darkness. Look at that. This is not great. One prize, one prize. Okay. Come on, top deck up the Century. It's an Ultra Ball. Still not what we need. It could be a Fez, by the way. We get an energy at least. Concealed cards gets us 2 new cards. Please be... there's a Jamming Tower. Absolutely doing nothing. So now Fezandipiti needs to get an energy and Boss. There's 2 balls in here, or Pokegear, so that's 3 options. As well as Stretcher and an energy. Come on, Fez. We believe. We believe in the power of Fez. Here we go. Flipping the script. So close. We get 1 energy short. We'd have the research, but that's not doing anything. Yeah, they just knock us out. Unfortunately, it is not the case. We do have Scoop Up Cyclone. Yeah, we had Archaludon here, but yeah, we can only slap 220. Maybe Prime Catcher in here would have been better. It would have been better. We can like Scoop Up Cyclone, get the Greninja, all that, but everything gets knocked out. They only need 1 more prize, so they actually win the game. So our first loss of 2025, so it was still very close. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video of Archaludon, Dialga VSTAR, very strong, solid deck going forward, and it's also going to be great in yeah, the Bidoo meta, the Prismatic Evolutions meta. So check it out for yourself. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Let me know in the comment section how you feel about the lists. Would you change the specific card? I personally would go scoop up Cyclone for a Prime Catcher, but hey, that's just me. Have yourself a fantastic rest of your day, and hopefully this 1st of January has treated you well so far. Have yourself a good one. See you guys soon. Peace.